Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of our life science unit. Today we are going to be exploring 2 different habitats, and if you have the science notebook, fantastic. If not, I'll give you a second to grab a piece of paper, and I want you to write down these 2 words. So our first habitat we're looking at is ocean habitats, and our second is Arctic habitats. So you can pause me, you can write those 2 words down. Those are the 2 habitats we're going to be looking at today. And if you have a notebook, you can see in our predictions here, I have them already listed for you up here. So I'm going to show you 2 different pictures, one of an ocean habitat and one of an Arctic habitat. And I want you to just write down some different plants and animals that you think live in those 2 habitats. So first we have our ocean habitat right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get it straight. So take a peek at that and pause it if you need to and write down the plants and animals you think live in an ocean habitat. And next we have our Arctic habitat. So here is a picture of an Arctic habitat. Pause it if you need to and do the same thing. Write down any plants and animals you think live in an Arctic habitat. So take a few minutes if you need to and write down what you think lives there. So now that you've made your predictions, we're actually going to watch some animals in their habitats in the ocean and in the Arctic. So I have a website you can go to, and it's actual live cams of several different animals in these 2 habitats. So the website, I'll hopefully be able to post below. It is called explore.org/livecams, and there are several different ocean habitats. So if you click on oceans, there's several different animals you can observe, and they have a lot on polar bears and some other Arctic habitats I will let you try to find on your own and explore. And in the science notebook, or just looking at what I have here, there are some questions I want you to think about as you are observing the different animals. So we're on day 2 in the notebook. We've already done our predictions. Here you can see question 1, what habitats are you observing? So we've already discussed how we're observing the ocean and Arctic habitats today. And in question 2, I'm curious the different animals you observe in these habitats. So I have a space for you to write down the habitat you're observing and the animal that you are seeing there. Question 3 is the plants you see living in this habitat. So try your best to name some of the plants that you see. And then I'm very curious to see what you are observing the animals doing, because I've watched some of these videos, but they are live cams, so it's what the animals are actually doing at that moment. So what I have seen may be different from what you are seeing. So I have a space for you to write down the animal that you see and also what they're doing. Question 5 is you can list different animals and why you think they live in these habitats. And then we'll talk about these 2 at the end. So I'm going to let you pause me, and I would like for you to go watch those videos under ocean and Arctic habitats in explore.org/livecams and watch some videos, answer some questions, and we'll meet back here and see what you guys have found. Remember to post anything you'd like to below. I will keep taking a look at those, and as always, I would love to hear what you're seeing and what you're thinking about these animals and their habitats. So now that you have watched the different animals and their habitats, I have 2 questions here, 6 and 7, and I want you to think about one animal that you observed, and that's our claim right here on number 6. A blank, so you put the animal that you observed, lives in a or an blank habitat. So just think of one of the animals you observed and write down which habitat they lived in, whether it was the ocean habitat or the Arctic habitat. And then below on number 7, you're repeating that part on number 6. I know blank, the animal, lives in what habitat? Because why? How do you know that animal lives in that habitat? Based on what you've observed and what you have seen. So you can go ahead and answer those 2 questions. And as always, I will be looking to see what you guys have observed, and we will meet back here to find out some more about different habitats in our next video. See you then. Bye.